What's up, y'all? Welcome back. Yo. Y'all know why y'all know we were supposed to do the finish up booze interview, but baby, Kim drop a bombshell. So we not even worried about his interview anymore. We going straight in. What's up, Coy? What's happening? What's happening? Y'all, before we get started, Wellington, God bless, girl. What's 70? What is this? Yeah, 76. Welcome, y'all. Y'all share the video. Look, I'm about to get Jamaican. Like up the video, share the video, guys. Hey, y'all. Hey, Campbell, what's up? Hey, listen, y'all, before we get started, I want to, my sympathy, my heart, and my prayers go out to everyone in Jamaica for the devastation that's there. Whether you had whether you just experienced some wind, everyone in Jamaica is affected by this. Okay. And so, because you guys are affected, we are affected here in the United States of America, everywhere, everybody's affected, right? Anytime your neighbor is in some level of distress, we are all in distress. I can remember, y'all, maybe about a couple of weeks ago, I think, when I woke up, I heard in my spirit, embrace. This is what I heard. I heard embrace for the impact. And I didn't quite know what the Holy Spirit was trying to tell me. I didn't know whether something was getting ready to happen in my family or something was getting ready to happen in the U.S. I just knew I heard very clearly and vividly embrace for impact. And I didn't quite know what it meant. So a lot of times when the Holy Spirit give me things like that, sometimes I have dreams, sometimes I can see it before it happens, but sometimes I don't quite always know. So what I'll do, I'll just take it to God in prayer. I'll just keep praying about it. And so when I saw what was coming to Jamaica, I could sense in my spirit the Lord was telling me that's what I was telling you, this embrace for impact. And so I have been, although I didn't know who I was praying for, what I was praying for, I absolutely started praying after I heard that in my spirit. So my heart goes out to everyone in Jamaica. Hopefully, you guys, if you are not in Jamaica and you can donate somehow, somewhere, the Red Cross is out there. If you have time, some people are taking their time and flying out. Whatever you can do, please make sure you be a blessing. I think Alicia Kim is doing some type of donation or something. You can go to her. I think she said Instagram or something like that to donate or something like that, and even to her Cash App. So I would say, like I said, look into Red Cross or those that are outside of Jamaica. We need to be, for one, we don't need to stop praying for Jamaica because the storm is over. We also need to pray for Cuba. I know we're not talking about them, but they also got the brunt of the storm as well. I think it was what, a category 4 or 3 when it hit Cuba, and then it went on to the Bahamas. So I'm sure everyone has had damage, but not as bad as Jamaica. So let's keep them in prayer, y'all. Everybody in Jamaica, like I said, everybody's affected. I've looked at some of the YouTube videos. It is really heartbreaking, and so I got emotional a couple of times. I said, let me just stop looking at it for my own mental health because it was a lot. It was really a lot to see, and just to see people. I mean, it was devastating for me, and I'm not there. Y'all know here in the U.S. we get hurricanes as well, and so I'm I fully understand it. So we're not far from it. I'm from the South, so we get hurricanes up on the East Coast, and we have had them bad. Y'all remember Hurricane Hugo, where it just almost wiped out Charleston, South Carolina. That's near me. So here in the U.S., we understand hurricanes because we have them as well. We have hurricanes, tornadoes, blizzards. We have it all. Okay. So guys, I want to put that out there first, but y'all know why we are here. And listen, Kim, listen, Kim drop a bombshell, baby. Listen, did I not tell you guys that he was not giving he was giving isolated information and not putting it in proper context? How do I know? because I know married people are messy because I was once a married person. I know how we do. I know how we navigate. If you're married, you know what I'm talking about. If you're divorced, you know what I'm talking about. If you've never been married, this is your time to learn. So you won't make the same mistakes that we did. Okay? I'm talking about those of us that are divorced. So you need to use wisdom when it comes to this. Exactly what Kim said is exactly what I said. I knew he was not being truthful. I knew he was not being honest, and I knew he was taking isolated events and trying to make them out to be something that they were not. So y'all know I got Kim video. We about to pull it up. Y'all, before we do that, y'all know what y'all need to do. Hit that thumbs up, share the video, and if you're not a subscriber, please, thank you so much for subscribing. We really appreciate you. It doesn't cost you not one thing to subscribe. So, guys, welcome to the live, and let's get this started. I bet you next time, y'all remember when I said, Boo better be careful. I said he better be careful because if Kim come out, it's gonna be a problem. I said it. I said if Kim come out, we gonna know some things we shouldn't know. Okay? And I promise you, we know some things right now that whoo, I know he wish we didn't come out with that. Okay? Let's add Kim to the stage. All right, y'all. Let's
So, and I'm not going to address anybody. I'm going to address Maki specifically. Maki, yeah, you my combo.
you
Because things have been said, Boy, I mean, know the screen recorder, them active, we know the screen recorder, them ready, man. But see it, yeah, this is no one all along. So see it, yeah. Because some of them say, no, you got a brand new focus. I true, But you know what hurt me and has been hurting me for a long time? When people want to talk about my mother and people want to talk about my child, that hurt me the most. And now what hurt me even more now is when Maki I go act like say him come to Jamaica, come find me in a bush, in a hut.
y'all remember we talked about that last week? He talking about well, she didn't have nothing. Well, what do you mean by nothing? Like, see, this is what I'm talking about. What do you mean by nothing? She had nothing. You see what I'm saying? He's so disrespectful.
On that bridge. Mm? Like I said, we not come from nowhere. Remember, the tour we come from Kingston 7, right? Me come from Kingston 7. Maki, you and your family come from Kingston 7, walking distance from where I lived. Okay? So this facade, as if me come from the slum, nowhere, no live nowhere, and you are upper echelon. Hmm? Where that come from? Before me begin, a lot of people say, oh, me bring down my ex-husband pan the media, right? I'm a lie. And me talk this, I'm a talk that. More on the drop it in the chat and tell me what I say about the demise or the ending of my marriage. But just want to tell me what did I say? To your recollection, what did I say? Because I want to know, Unless I bring down, I carry down, and me lie, right? Tell me what I say. Please don't give them the satisfaction. Shaka, thanks for the super chat.
No, sometimes you got to give them the satisfaction, baby. Because see, let me tell you one thing. And y'all, let me tell you what I really loved about this. So after Kim came out, I went to go listen to her haters, right? Because I believe you should listen to both sides. So I went to go listen to her haters. When I tell you they don't even have the common sense as a rock, they could not even hear truth after hearing Kim's side of it. Now they want to make like, oh, Kim shouldn't have said that. Oh, but you didn't mind that when Boo was on your channel talking back crazy and being disrespectful and taking things out of context and lying, like I knew that, which I knew. He was. Nobody wasn't saying nothing about that. But now, oh, she shouldn't have said that. Are you crazy? Listen, y'all, this was a knockout. If he come out again, then God bless him. But I told y'all if Kim came out, that he gonna wish that didn't happen.
And that, yeah, that means for do. Don't give the satisfaction. I know. But you see, when you ignore, I know some things me not go address because it beyond that. No, right? We are deal with it at a different level. However, thanks for the super chat, Hope. Big up yourself. Yeah, send up the super chat them and send up run up the super chat with what I want to say because my heart, my heart man. Because you see, family are family. And no matter where you come from, mother, brother, sister, mouth meat, right? Every family have them little thing, have them little differences. But at the end of the day, family are family. You see, my mother,
That's
I tell
right.
you all the time, single mother, father died when I was very young. My brothers were younger. And my mother take on, take it on upon herself to take care of us. Make sure we go to school, make sure we are clothed, make sure we are housed. You understand? My mother worked very, very hard. And all these disparaging things when I see people are trying to say and being egged on by you, Maki, is
That's
very
right.
disgusting. I'm tell you something. My mother been with the same man for 18 years. What a good girl.
Tell him, Kim.
What a good girl my mother is. Mm? The same man for 18 years. Talk about commitment. Let's talk about commitment. Mm? So you come in here, call my mother Jezebel? Jezebel? You want to get into the women in your family where you...
Explain to me why if Boo act like his brain just does not work. Why would you? Boo act like he was in a relationship with the mother and the brother. It's like all of a sudden he just started attacking the mother and the brother, and I couldn't figure out. Well, they have nothing to do with you and Kim being married. You live together with your wife. You didn't live together with Kim and the brother and the mama. She was here in America. I couldn't understand, y'all, why he was bringing that in. That's why listen. I don't blame her. You talk about my mama. Now, my mother, listen, my mother is dead and gone, but you still talk about my mother and see what happens. Let me tell you right now, I don't fool with some people on my father's side. Right now, to this day, no, they're forgiven. But listen, y'all, forgiveness doesn't mean reconciliation. Okay? It doesn't always mean that. It means that you have reconciled with the fact that you have forgiven that person. But our relationships do not come back together after you have forgiven someone. There are people to this day on my father's side I don't fool with right now because I don't play that mess. You're not gonna talk about my mother. And then after you talk about my mother, you think we're gonna be cool? I don't care if she's dead. I don't care if she was alive. You don't get to talk about my mother. That's why she's hot. And I don't blame her.
You sit on them name daily. You want to talk about the many marriages in your family and the
Woo!
things that you've told me about the women in your family. The jars where I was gonna find a bed corner. You want to get into it? I've never come here.
Y'all, didn't I tell y'all last week that this is what husband and wife do? They have conversations about each other's family, not being malicious. That's just what husband and wife and people in relationships do. That's common. It's nothing new. But what he tried to do was isolate that when it came to Kim family and try to make like they're users. You can't, they can't, they can't be trusted, right? That's how he came off. And I told y'all then he was lying. That he was not being honest, and he's trying to isolate situations to make them something that they are just not. This is what married people do. This is what people do in relationships. It's not malicious. If there's no malicious intent, That person is your best friend. That person you can trust. So you talk to them about things that concerns you, even your family. But he tried to make like it was something totally different. Now, what if Kim come out and say exactly what he said about his siblings and his family and the women in his family?
And discredit your family.
You
I never
showed
spoken about your family.
you didn't.
Apart from say we deliver your sister. I mean, what about that so bad? What about that so bad? Hmm? What about that is so bad? I've never spoken about your family in any negative way.
She sure didn't.
Never come out, come diss your family. I not even really come out, come diss you.
She didn't. Boo is a stinker, is what he.
Don't make them carry you down to the level. Sometimes, Michelle Obama, when they go low, you go high, yeah? But sometimes you have to go to hell with them, you know. Because, as I say, I've been focused. And me and you did in our marriage together. Me and you did in our marriage. So this, I don't know why you choose for come talk about my mother. You talk about my brother. You talk about my child. You talk about my nephew. These are kids. You never meet my nephew yet, you know. When my nephew born, we not together, you know. See, people are message me outside or something. But I had to. You never meet my nephew yet. Yet you come talk about my nephew. You don't know nothing about my daughter. Listen, you filed divorce December 2023.
That's what he did.
2 days before Christmas, because your goal in life is to break me down. Your goal when you file divorce was hoping them would have come serve me on Christmas Day, so me have a terrible Christmas. That was your goal, you know, because that is your mission in life, for bring down Kim, right? So you filed December 2023. The divorce took a year to finalize. I'm married 2025 and carry out a beautiful baby girl September 2025. What a crime day in that? Was I supposed to wait until you, Maki, and you people on the internet that seem so obsessed with my life and my body and my choices, should I have waited until my ex-husband said, yes, Kim, I think it's time. You can move on now.
Tell him, Kim. Tell him like it T.I. is. Y'all, listen. When Kim said that, I was like, yes, Kim, yes. Who in the world do they listen? Y'all, let me say something to y'all. And I say this all the time. You get one life to live. That's all you get. That's the only thing. God has given you one life to live. Then he's given you the responsibility, if you have children, to raise them in the proper way. And then if you have a husband, for you to treat him with honor and respect, or vice versa. But you don't get to live their lives. You get to help bring them up. But you get one life to live. That's all you get. You can't, we can't live Kim life. We can't make her decisions. We can't make Boo decisions. You get one life. And that's pretty much what Kim is saying. You think I need to wait for some type of permission from you and all the other trolls that have issues with Kim moving on? Absolutely not. That's a grown behind woman. She, whatever decision she makes, she has to deal with those decisions. It's between her and God. But you don't get to live nobody else's life. Because when you try to do that, when you try to control and try to live somebody else's life, you're operating in witchcraft. Okay? If you're not a witch, get off your brooms. All right? When you try to control other people's lives, when you try to live another person's life, you are operating in witchcraft. Because God has not given anybody the responsibility to live another person's life. And Kim is 100% correct. We all have to give an account for our decisions.
Should I have waited for your go ahead to move on? Remember, you have children, you have grandchildren, you have great grandchildren, you have great grandchildren, but you don't even care about. You don't even look upon them when you go to Jamaica. I ask you about that all the time. Why you have kids in Jamaica and grandchildren and great grand where you don't even look upon? So you have all of that, but Kim should not go ahead and have a child because Kim must sit down and wait for Mackie for say, go forth, my child, go forth.
Go forth. Go forth in the name of Jesus. See, this, y'all, listen, when I tell you Kim told that behind up, Kim slapped that behind. This was a knockout comeback. I don't care what y'all say. I think she should have said something, especially what she's saying now. Because see, they thought that Kim was just gonna sit back and never say anything. But the way she came out here not too long ago, that served them correct. Served them right. And what we know about Boo will serve you right. You wouldn't stop talking, right? You want to talk about the big mouth brother? Well, guess what? Your big mouth. Now we all know. I can't wait till you get to that part. I'm not gonna say it. I know y'all done seen it, but y'all know what the part that I'm talking about. I can't wait till I can't wait till she get to that part. Gina, wrap them up like a Gina. Let me highlight your comment. Gina, wrap them up like a pretzel and listen, slap them around before she put them in there, and then she wrapped them up like a pretzel. She tore that behind up.
Mm-hmm. But they're all over the place. But you're making it look like in the marriage, that's what on the children part. Remember, I know you go as far for tell me say, because I expressed my want for a child. You go as far for say you that use your one of your pitney them sperm to make sure say we have a child.
Ooh, let me stop this right here.
You go.
Listen. When she said that, I did like this, y'all. I grabbed my heart. He's he suggested what? He suggested that you will use your child's sperm to impregnate your wife. With that is so disgusting. And listen, I almost barfed. Y'all, I almost barfed. When Kim said that, I said, "It's something." Didn't I tell y'all? Boo is having some type of. First of all, I can tell he's having some type of mental health crisis just by how he's coming out. But now, during this time, I don't know whether he was 70 even yet, but he was between 67 and 70. What? You want your child sperm to impregnate your wife, and then when the baby come, you gonna say you the daddy instead of the granddaddy? Now let me tell y'all something. I hope some of y'all booishes are watching. Man, y'all. Hey yo, Gina, I wish I didn't block O'Brien. Because baby, let her take her little self to that little nasty one. Why would you think that would be okay? Why would that even be a thought? That you will use your kid's sperm to impregnate your wife. You see, and this is what I'm saying, y'all. That Boo had no business at the age of 67, even if Kim didn't fully, which I know Kim didn't fully understand, walking into an age gap relationship like that, what that truly meant. But a 67-year-old man that has been here almost 7 decades fully understand what it means to marry a 28-year-old child. Correct. Gina, Gina. Woo! I know this is the first time the son heard it. He probably gonna be butt mad. Butt mad. But didn't I tell y'all that a 67-year-old man, y'all, first of all, let's get into let's get into the physical, okay? Number one, a 67-year-old man don't even have their private don't even work like a 20, 30 something year old. Why? Because you're just getting older. Okay, that's no shade to him. That's just age. That's what happens. But you knew that at 67 years old, and you married a 28-year-old. You think just in that area alone that she didn't sacrifice something just to be with you, y'all. I'm talking about real life because people like to pretend, and especially Christians like that, like, ooh, I'm just no, 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 no. Let's talk about it. You don't think that 28-year-old sacrificed that part of her to be with him? I'm I'm not saying it was disgusting. I'm just saying to you, you don't think, I guarantee you it's a difference with that partner she got now. So boo with this nonsense as if he did so much. It's a bunch of mess. You remember when he was going off the rail with the prank with Kim and the son, and to hear she said, this just blows me away. No, Nicole, I don't remember that. I have never heard of a man saying he'll use his son's shooters on his wife. This is diabolical. Gina, let me put your thing. Absolutely. It's diabolical. It's so disgusting. Listen to me. Your elevator must not go all the way up to the top if you are a few short of picnic sandwiches, baby. If you suggesting something like that, something wrong with you. And that's what I was trying to get y'all to understand, that y'all think this is isolated to Kim, but you better remember he had several wives before her. So this is not isolated to Kim. It's just that Kim moved on and didn't wait around on him. And his ego is bruised, his pride is bruised, but no one cares. Because I told y'all, Boo need to go somewhere and go sit on the beach and go drink a Pepsi and spend some time with the Lord. I told y'all that. He is way out of line. I told y'all he was going too far. Now look what we know. No, 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 no. I don't want to hear nobody. Now look what we know. Now we all know, right, y'all? Now we all know he thought about using his son's shooters to impregnate his wife. Not y'all, we didn't have to know that if he just would have stayed off the internet and stop talking about that girl mama and stop talking about that girl dad. I mean that girl brother like a dog. And he talked about them like a dog. And Kim is right. He got on here with other people and just and started destroying her family character. He had no problem with it. So all of you booishers and everybody so upset because she mentioned that, because y'all know the haters, they upset coming. She shouldn't have said that. Oh, but it's okay for him to call her mama a Jezebel. I told y'all that if Kim came out, it was gonna be disaster for him. And that's exactly what has happened. And everything we talked about on B's Way of Life TV, listen, the B Nation, Gina, all of us, we said it. Now everybody know how bat crazy he really is to think it's okay for your son to impregnate your wife with his sperm. Fickle. Listen, I know he had prostate surgery, but he also said that he only had to have a procedure. Now you got to go back and listen to his videos. He said this twice. He said that he could have a procedure and there's no big deal that he could have a baby. He said it twice. Did he not, ladies? Ladies, did he not say that? He done said that 2 or 3 times. He even said it on that interview. He said it on that interview. And guess what? And just because the mere fact that he did. He said he had to have a simple surgery and there was no problem for Kim to get pregnant. So what I'm saying is, he said he told Kim he had the prostate cancer. But you don't think she sacrificed as a 28-year-old young, robust young lady, active. You don't think she sacrificed to marry some 67-year-old, but he on here talking about all the sacrifices that he made. Exactly, he was full of lies. But he trying to make us believe that it's just some simple procedure that he needs to have, and Kim could have gotten pregnant. I could have impregnated her. Then why are you suggesting that your son do it? Nasty, rasty. He's absolutely allergic to truth. He is so dysfunctional in his thinking. He's lying. Now, the folks that had the interview with him, well, why would she say that? Well, why would you allow him to say the stuff that he said on your interview and the stuff you said about her? Also, now what Kim's saying is just so disgusting, but what y'all said, it was okay to say. Bunch of idiots. That no, y'all in denial. But I told you, I listen to me. I didn't know what was gonna happen, but I knew it was gonna happen. I knew Kim was gonna come and slap that.
As far as that, to make me feel comfortable that yes, this can happen one day. I never come say you can't have children. You come out and do a whole video talking about your surgery. You did that, I never come leak or talk nothing about your medical history. So then in the marriage, every time you that bring up children argument, it's even happen on camera, you disregard it. Because Kim for grow old with you, and Kim no fi have no pitney, no legacy of her own. Kim for work hard and mind Mackie and herself, but Kim no fi have no legacy, no child of her own. Talk to me. That makes sense? Remember, if me, Alicia McCoy, yes, I still have the last name, Tina Turner, but still have the last name. If me, if me the worst thing on earth, me a scum, my family them a scum, why you can't move on, sir?
Ooh.
I want to keep you for give me 40 days and 40 nights like the people them say. I want to make that happen. Remember, if me the worst thing on earth, you file for divorce, sir, 2 times.
2 times.
2 times.
Y'all, those that are new, he filed for divorce 2 times. The first time, they weren't even married a year. Your 67-year-old behind them been married 2 or 3 times prior to that, and you using divorce as a means to punish somebody or to get somebody attention. That's why I told y'all this is no shade to Boo. He doesn't have the relationship skill set to even be in a relationship with anyone. It's not isolated to Kim. He just doesn't have it. Okay? Can he develop it? I mean, at this point, why? I mean, he's 72. He just need to enjoy the rest of his life. You remember he went to that little stinky little party he went to or event where all the girls shaking. Let him do that for the rest. But this mess, I told him to stop. We said he needs to stop. Now everybody know you about as bad crazy as we all knew over here. We knew it over here. We knew you were lying. We knew we knew you were isolating things and not putting into proper context around it. We knew we know that you're bitter, and we know that you're having a mental health crisis. And y'all, a mental health crisis is nothing to joke about, is nothing to laugh about. Boo needs some therapy. Listen to me, he has a little trauma from this, and that's what I can tell. Coy, now I remember that prank. Yeah, he was fully upset. He was really upset. So, and oh, y'all, and I don't know whether one of y'all, I'm not sure if y'all noticed, and I don't know whether it's on this particular part here, but Kim also, I got the impression that he was living with one sister and now he's living with another one. That's the impression that I was getting. This, y'all, listen, to me, that's no big deal, right? To me, Boo is 72 years old, okay? Boo is older, and so that's no big deal to me if he's living with family, right? Because listen, y'all, here in the U.S., I'm not sure in the Jamaica, we halfway in a recession, okay? Group economics is important, okay? In other words, you better do what you got to do to save some money because the way this president is happening right now, baby, he's off the chain. And anybody, and listen, y'all, we got a lot of things going on. Our government is shut down. People have lost jobs like crazy. It ain't Jamaica, but baby, thousands have lost jobs, do not have jobs. So families do need to come together and work together. It's called group economics. So that doesn't bother me. But don't be talking about that girl family because she moved on. And I don't know why he's making it about her family. Is what I do. And obviously Kim don't know because she's asking why.
Why you can't move on? You should have sing free at last. Free at last. God Almighty, be free from the wicked people them at last. But no, even on a public domain, the screen record them, they're all over the place. Even on the public, you say you still love good girl, me. Why? Why? The best you ever had. And that's why. The best you ever had. My family treat you so nicely. My mother and mommy, you used to call my mother, because she treat you with respect. Respect. Now, make we talk about the hut where Kim come from. You come at my yard June 20, 2018. And when you come there, my mother have my house a concrete. Maki never buy a block. Never buy a steel. Maki don't own a home in Jamaica. You understand? When you come there June 2018, remember, you come June 20 and you plan surprise engagement for me, big engagement. 3 days later, I never ask you, sir.
You see? He planned the surprise engagement. So then if you plan this, wait a minute. If you plan the surprise engagement, why didn't your knucklehead have somebody designated to make sure that you and Kim got a proper plate? Mr. Organizer, you the one who planned it. It was your surprise. So you mean to tell me you didn't make sure, hey, listen, make sure no matter what, make sure that Kim and I have something to eat. Can you designate somebody for that? I mean, you the one who put it on. You the one who surprised it. Coy, exactly. Let me put this up right here. So let me say for those in the U.S. and how this works here in the U.S. So I told y'all last time, I heard one YouTuber, I can't remember the guy name, he's an older guy. And he was saying that a lot of times, and I know this does happen, right? Just not for Jamaica. A lot of people do this, okay? So it's just not, some people from Jamaica do it. People from all types of countries do this. So sometimes what they'll do, because they're not U.S. citizens, they will put the houses in their sister's name or a family member's name that's here, right? But they make but the family member and that person has the understanding that that's their house. The United States of America do not care anything about it. Okay? We don't care about you what deal you made in the back office. The United States, whoever name is on that paper, if that's the house who it belongs to. Okay? So he can talk all he want to talk about if the name is in the sister name, well, the United States sees it as a sister house. Period. They don't care about no deal and what y'all got going back in the back office. Correct, Coy. I don't give a ham sandwich what deal they made. It does not matter because the U.S. sees that house. If that house is in the sister's name, I guarantee you, there's nothing he can do about it. Okay, Gina. He said he and that sister fell out. Allegedly, she had to change the lock because he didn't want to give back her keys. He's now at the other sister house. Well, peanut butter and jelly. Peanut butter and jelly. Well, look at here. You see? You see? Now, if Kim wanted to be real nasty, Kim could say everything he's ever said about the women in his family. Exactly, Gina. The USA cares about what's on the paper. Baby, we don't care nothing about no back deals you made. Baby, the courts do not care. You see what I'm saying?
I never asked you to propose to me, you know.
Tell him.
I never once told you, please marry me, because I want to come America. A matter of fact, I told you the opposite.
Did I not tell y'all last week that they could have actually stayed in Jamaica? They didn't have to come to the U.S. because Kim was already in Jamaica and he's from Jamaica, although he's a U.S. citizen. But they could have stayed in Jamaica for a little bit. Kim said she asked him to, and hear what he said.
You said you're not coming back to Jamaica.
Ha ha!
You're not come back.
So the green card nonsense, that she's here for a green card, cry me a river about it. Because he made the choice not to stay in Jamaica and he wants to migrate his new bride to America. So you know what? He can cry me a river with that lie. I told y'all he was lying. I told y'all he was not being honest.
Jamaica. So I find the thing there. Yes, so you know, right? And you plan big engagement. Your sister them all come. Because everybody want to confirm, say, yeah, man. She had the right when she come a foreign for come take care of you, don't? Because that's the plan. That's why I mean a mortgage meeting and this, that, and all, taranat. Anyway, we'll soon get there. When you come Jamaica, my mother have her house downstairs. My work and build up my own place upstairs. 3-bedroom, kitchen, bathroom, living room, and veranda. Concrete. You make your way up the stairs to come to my place. You could have walked naked in my place. You never catch in one room at my place. You never sleep on nobody all bed at my place. You were comfortable. Right? You were comfortable at my place, my home in Jamaica. All these recordings, which I say we're going to deal with, I have not dwell upon them. All these recordings what you have, if me did I use you don't have time for have my voice note them. You don't have time for know about my family business. You don't have time for know about the runnings of my day-to-day because I would have just treat you like a boobs. Like someone with me I use. You don't have time to be integrated into my family where them treat you like a brother-in-law, son-in-law, and treat you with respect. I want to deal with you the way I deal with you if me did just use you like you want to portray to people. Why? Why you do that? What's the benefit? What you think people on the internet when you don't talk? What you think them are going to do? How them are going to solve your issue, sir? So you file for divorce and now you're sad?
Come on, Kim. Kim, tell him. Now you're sad. Gina, exactly. No, listen, he regrets it. He don't want to tell me, I will always have love for her. Child, you don't even know what love is. That I can tell you. First of all, Boo don't even know what love is. He's having some type of emotional feelings for Kim. but he does not love her. He doesn't even know what it is. Because you don't treat the person that you love this way, even after you split. Do you really think I'm gonna sit here and tell you all of my ex-husband's discretions and all of his flaws? And why would you want to do that? You don't want each other, right? Then move on and go somewhere and go sit down. You don't have to destroy one another to leave. No, but he's hurt. He's broken. And I done told y'all part of the reason he's broken is because Kim has somebody her own age, right? And she's moving on. Correct.
Because you walk out thinking Alicia did I go run you down and it never work twice.
Ha!
So when you come on a place, Mackie, you never buy a black from a place. You never buy a steel, cement. You come see it. Done. My roof, where you see a leak? No. First of all, my roof wasn't, I never zinc. And big up everybody where they are Jamaica, we have them board house and zinc top. Big it up, because when rain fall, it sound good for zinc roof. So big up everybody where I do the do, and I live them life as humble as it is. Big it up. But it was a slab top. Concrete top. I don't know if I explain it. I'm a mason or whatever. Now, a lot of if you've built a house or you own your place, you're not pay rent, you're there Jamaica, you know sometimes the man them build the roof and it have a belly in it have a sink. So when it rains, and it rains for days on end, sometimes the water settle. And when it settle, it soak through the concrete and it leak. And that you talk make it look like the girl not come from nowhere. Yeah, and again, everything has context. Yes, it leak. I don't my roof alone. I don't my roof alone. It have a belly and me.
It's about content. And I said that last week. Kim is right. If it rains too much here, if it rains too much here in America, people's feelings leak. What is he even talking about? I mean, it don't matter where you go. If it rains too much, if it rains a lot, I don't care how well built the thing is. It's going to leak. Now, our building just doesn't leak because it rains. But I guarantee you, if we have rain that's nonstop, I guarantee you it will leak. Something gonna leak. So her point was, but you know that my house ain't the only one that's doing that there in Jamaica. That's normal. You see what I was trying to tell y'all last week, and how he's trying to pull things out of the pulling things out of isolating things and trying to make it something that is not. When that is common in Jamaica.
Me know when them go up on the roof, them could have tell you say the roof was done over. Me do it over and over and over again before me meet you. It still had the belly. So when a storm or anything, it leak. Come on, assault. Come on, assault. When you come on a place, bed, dresser, chester drawer, nightstand, couch, a little chair in my room, this so. TV, fridge, 2 fridge, a little mini fridge in my bedroom and a big fridge in the living, in the kitchen area, this so. Bathroom, well, you never buy me a bed, you never buy me no furniture, nothing. You come upstairs and I say you can't walk naked. I have an entire room for my office space. It was more than I needed. So for you, come here now and I make it look like, oh, come from nowhere. You never have light.
You remember you said that? Tell her, before I met her, she didn't have nothing. Go take your lying spirit somewhere else. We all knew he was lying. We all knew he was lying, except to confuse people that got the same kind of spirit that he has and lack any type of intellect or relationship skill sets to understand how you should operate and show up in a relationship. Y'all, let me tell you one thing. You don't get to come into somebody else's life and be a fool. If you decide that you're going to be in somebody else's life, it seems like to me you might want to develop as a person and learn the skill set you need to be in a healthy relationship, like communication. Like, you don't take the keys from somebody to try to control them. Oh, Kim gonna talk about that too. If you got that kind of spirit, you need to stay single until you get the proper help that you need to be a healthy spouse or to be in a healthy relationship. Because most people do not have the relationship skill set to be in relationships. Because if you can't handle simple conflict, and he shows that he can't handle simple conflict just because of the mere fact that he took the keys. Oh, and Kim goes into details about when she called the cops. You're going to try to take somebody's phone and you almost 100 years old? Really? You going to give and think you can take back after you give it? The people, I'll tell you.
And water, I could talk about that. Somebody said I saw him at the swap shop. He was talking to himself.
Okay, so somebody said to Kim a few minutes ago that they saw him at some type of sub shop or somewhere, and he was talking to himself. Now, we do have to keep in mind that Boo is 72 years old. So now we don't laugh at the elderly because he's 72, right? So there are certain things that come along with age, right? So we got to be careful, about that. But he has just never learned the proper skill sets to be in a relationship, and you know that by his pattern. And like I said, we are not judging him, Boishas, because he has been married 3 or 4 times. Our problem is that what we are saying is that that's not a judgment, but it is a pattern, and you don't ignore the pattern. What? I saw a creator, a female, saying Kim admitted to stealing electricity and she should be grateful to Mr. Matt. How did she steal electricity when she was she was taking it, using it from her mother? Y'all don't know what kind of deal that they made. It's not the same here like in the States. Everybody have their own thing. You can't necessarily do that here. But in other different countries, all kind of different things happen. So first of all, that's just a lie. No, his elevator don't go all the way up to the top. It stops somewhere on the 2nd or 3rd floor. I don't know. The elevator is just stuck. And I don't,
I'm going to talk about the light and water. When I built up my place and it was finished, we run electricity. Again, if you build a place, you run the thing through the wall, the wire, whatever. That was done. I was getting electricity from my mommy, but I decided I want my own meter. So I'm calling JPS for pass upstairs to get my own meter. The guy will do the place, when do him put the pan, I don't know what you call it, the panel or whatever, near the sink in the kitchen. JPS said we not go pass it because it's near water. Them time here we are husband and wife, Maki. Husband and wife, JPS said them not pass it. You say you know a man.
Y'all, let's give our new stubby a big hand of applause. What's up, Angela? Welcome to B Nation. Welcome to the family.
I electrician rate and you make them come in and move the thing, whatever. Oh, you mean we never have electricity and water? Yeah, husband. So if you come and you say anything we want to improve, you improve it. What?
Say it again, Kim. You are my husband. If you see something that's off or wrong, you come in and you improve it. Well, that's what normal husbands do. That's what normal people do when they love you. They don't do it and then talk about it after the fact. So he comes in, he sees this needs to be fixed. Then he gonna talk about it like she was just sitting in the dark, wishing for somebody to come rescue her. That's how he sounds. Oh, he is so disrespectful. He listen. Exactly. Who in the what? Ooh, y'all bet not marry. Okay, single people on here, divorced people who's looking to remarry. Okay, let this be a lesson learned. You don't marry one like that. He's been married 2 or 3 times. I don't care if he's been married once, if he's been divorced once, or she's been. If we got any males on here, I don't care if she's been married once. I don't care if she's been married 2 or 3 times. You need to know why. You need to know why. If they can't intelligently tell you why, get rid of them because they're just going to bring that same nonsense over to you. And that's exactly what he did with Kim. And Kim said, "You got other ex-wives. Why are you doing this to me?" You know why? Because Kim new man got a strong back, and she moved on. That's why. Let's call it what it is. Okay, okay, y'all. We got another subscriber before we go on. Tatiana, welcome to the family, y'all. Give them some love. Give them some love in the chat. Welcome to the family. Tatiana, we be looking out for Buishas. We don't mind Buishas coming over here. We don't mind them engaging. But if they come over here and try to attack me or any of my subscribers, they are banned and blocked. Okay, I do protect my subscribers. I got a whole full-time job, y'all. Listen, I don't. YouTube don't pay not nary bill of mine. So you know how people just do it for a whole bunch of views and all that kind of stuff. Well, that's wonderful. Okay, but let me tell you, over here, I do not allow people to attack my subscribers. Nah, that's not gonna happen. Okay, so you're safe over here, and so when people come over here and they start attacking, whether they bullies or not, we don't play that over here. We ban them and we block them. Okay, so y'all show the new subscribers some love. Okay, let's get on back with Kim.
What's wrong with that? When you come, at my place we stay. You have sent a 2 day at the Airbnb, and my place you there right through. So what is wrong with you as a husband? Then coming in, seeing this young girl, young girl. Young girl. I have my thing, I have my head on my body. I always been a hustler. Most people know me. Them know me from high school. I used to sell panty, hustle. That's what I used to. That's what my mother, small entrepreneur, always have like a business. So she instilled that in me. Somebody at high school, I sell me like a thing on the side. I tell the story who know me from then know. Either who know me from then, who know me used to sell clothes. Mackie, me start sell clothes from 2015. Where you did there? Where were you in Kim's Boutique? Where were you in 2015? I didn't know you, sir.
Come on, Kim.
I had a whole business. People know me from then in 2015. Or you know me from my waist training business. You got to talk about barrels come at Jamaica. That's how we reach. I'm going to say a whole heap of thing in a one. You're going to make it look like you send barrels and barrels come to Jamaica. If you didn't do it, you're supposed to husband your name and man your name. So if you didn't do it.
Husband. Explain to me why would Lord, this guy is just a nutty, fruity kid. Why would you have it? You gonna help the person, and then after you try to divorce her one time, then You divorced her the second time. The second time the divorce went through because she didn't fight you on either. Now you mad because she moved on and found someone else with a stronger back, and now she has a child. And now you want to talk about all the stuff she did. So how did she do you wrong? She didn't divorce you. I've said it over and over. You divorced her. And the reason why you was divorced her because you was trying to use it to control her. But guess who got got? You did. That's why if you dig one ditch, you better dig two, because the ditch you dig for me might be for you. See, there's a reason why that is there. Okay? Correct. Correct, Samuels.
With Cheerio. But let's put the context behind everything now.
Context is everything. Didn't I tell y'all that? Context is everything. If I say to y'all, don't y'all know y'all, I was at Walmart and the girl slapped me, and that's all I said? I don't give you no context. I don't tell you what happened. I don't tell you, y'all, I was on the aisle and I was doing this and I just saw a girl come up to me. I don't say none of that. I'll just say, hey, a girl slapped me. Don't give you no context. That's what Boo was doing. And he was not being honest. I told y'all that from the beginning because I know how married people do. Right. Anytime somebody been y'all, you don't judge people that been married so many times, but you do look at the pattern. You would just why would you not look at the pattern? Why would you do that? Listen, you don't ever get involved with somebody and they've been divorced. Like I said, I don't care if it's one time. Anybody that wants to date me, they have the right to ask me what happened, why did you get a divorce? They have every right to know that information. And it's my responsibility to tell them intellectually what happened. In a nutshell, I mean, I got to get into no major details, but I can tell them this is the part that I played into it. This is where my immaturity came in at. This is what you do when you have grown, when you have matured from making bad decisions and operating in bad behavior. You learn from those things. You get therapy, you get counseling, so you can grow. So in the next relationship, you won't demonstrate those same behaviors. But no, not Boo. He just what he do. He don't get no help. He just go from marriage to marriage. That's what he do. Oh, Faye, it was beautiful. I, I must say, I felt so happy too. I was so happy. I was like, yes, Kim, yes, baby. And I mean, she done shook all the naysayers up. She shouldn't have come out there and said that Boo would want the son to use the spirit. Why? He didn't have no problem calling her mama Jezebel. You crazy? You talk about somebody mama? Okay. And she can cause way more damage. I promise you. If Kim want to be a Melissa, she can. She has chosen not to be a Melissa. She gave us just enough to shut him up and the naysayers. He has no respect, none, none, Faith. He has no respect. He's very disrespectful. Correct. How in the world you got recordings and now because you mad, you put you tell me, listen to this. If you don't take your back crazy, anybody with any level of intellect knows that you can't listen to a recording without proper context. Come on now, make it make sense.
From a waist trainer business, I was selling clothes. Him did buy some clothes, bring, when he came down, him clear whatever, sell them. If you're ever in a clothes business, you know clothes business go. You have to rotate clothes because seasons change. Girl wants the different clothes on the website. Them don't want the same old stuff. The clothes business got slow. I saw an opportunity where the waist trainer thing did hot. We attack 2019. So me I need to sell it here. So much thing. I'm gonna say the girls them who know. The waist trainer thing have a vibe. I'ma say me I go run with it. I said to him, book everything. Me run it by Mackie, you know. Me I tell you, I'm locked in with the man, you know. Not only as a husband, but as a friend. Me not keep nothing from him.
Did y'all hear what Kim said? Even as a friend. Now I'm gonna tell you when Kim said that, my heart just melted for her. She saw that man not only as a husband but as her friend, and because he filed for divorce and she didn't challenge it and moved on, now he butt hurt, and now he want to tell everybody how horrible Kim is. Ain't no doubt about ain't no doubt about it that he's slow. Okay? So um let me say that. And I don't mean that to be mean, okay? But developmental wise, if he is slow, I can tell. I'm in education. No, seriously. I mean, I am. I am I teach at a university. I'm getting my doctorate degree. I'm working on that now. I'm telling you, I've been in education for a very long time. There's something that's not properly developed. There's something there, and some people we just call it arrested development. Somewhere his development has been arrested, and he has not grown until the full-grown man, emotionally or intellectually. Not that he couldn't; it would have taken him more time, but he just never put the time in it. What he has done is blame everybody else from where he is. And I told y'all from the beginning, way back from the beginning, not this past video, but many videos ago, that where we are right now, I don't care who you are, me, it doesn't matter. Where we are is based on the decisions, for the most part, we have made. Okay? Now, I know that's hard to swallow. We are where we are in our lives, all of us, based on based on the decisions that we have made. Whether you want to accept that truth or not is totally up to you. Okay?
But tell the man everything. Incorporate him in my family. Bring him. If me that use you, you don't know where I live, sir. As I drop at airport, you have to carry me to Airbnb and show a girl good life. So the fact that you know where I live, your sister will come at my place in a June 2018. I never have no negative ill will against you. And you know.
You see? The young she got more sense than Boo. Boo done been here 7 decades. And Boo act like he's a 17-year-old emotionally. Y'all, men and women that are watching me, please stop marrying people that's emotionally 17 years old. You don't have the you think you got some patience, you ain't got no patience for that. When you're mature and you understand life and you understand relationship skills and life skills, you don't have time to marry somebody that's emotionally 17 years old. It's gonna frustrate you. It's going to frustrate you. Don't do it. The minute you see that they do not have critical thinking skills, they do not know how to handle conflict, they do not reason well, you need to let somebody else have them. Throw that fish back in the pond.
So I see the opportunity because I see waist trainers I hit. I say, yo, me I go run pan this. I put the idea to him. I say, me I go do waist trainers with a matching bottle. Thanks to everybody who send the super chat. Big up yourself, Mar. 158. When I put it to him, he said, every item I put to him saying, you know, and a good idea, you know. Apart from when him did that look me and bring down the clothes them. Everything else, we never even reach YouTube yet. Him saying no, you know, why you do the butter them? Why you do why that? I say, I feel like it's a good idea, I say, here, what, lend me $1,000. Lend me $1,000 and me go up on Alibaba. My order my waist train, I make them put my logo on it, come up with me, whatever. If they have a cousin, will help me with the website and thing. And I say, yeah, I'm ready. So I order the stuff. Of course, he's in America. Him get the stuff them and thanks, Marmar, for the super chat. Him get the stuff them and send them down.
Right.
Promote, sell. Business are going good. I pay you back your $1,000, sir. And the business started to operate from profits.
Okay. Because that's what you do when you work as a team. I mean, I'm not really understanding what. See, that's why I told y'all he's always talking about something that he's already done. I paid it. I did this, and I paid this, and yeah, I know, no. I paid this, and I paid that, and I paid this. No, but this is what when you're in a relationship, you work together.
Most I want to know me from selling waist trainer. I deliver here, there, everywhere.
Gina, and a gold digger wouldn't say, "Hey, we can stay in Jamaica."
Business are going good. I may have to deliver. Me have so much I deal with. Me quit my 9 to 5. The people them government work. Me quit it. Because I'm an entrepreneur at heart. I saw my role. My mother instilled that in me. I'm see me way better doing my own business. And I paid you back your $1,000. The business operating on profit. So you are gonna make it look like, say, oh yeah, send barrels and barrels and barrels and I take care of my family. As I say, if you were good, what would be the problem with that?
Correct.
Not deny it, but put context now. When we are talking, I can put context and make things add up now, and don't leave out stuff and make things look bad. There's no need for that.
Woo, baby, listen, y'all. That part one right there was good. Let me take Kim off here. Listen, y'all know I'm gonna do part 2 tomorrow, because we can't stay on here all day. Okay, y'all. This is my birthday weekend. My birthday is Sunday. So I'm gonna get my facial done early in the morning. Then I'm gonna get my hair done. And then 8 o'clock tomorrow night, y'all. I'm gonna be back here. Because we doing part 2. Okay, we just can't be on here all night. Okay, because I got prayer, y'all. Remember, I got prayer in the morning. It's at 8 a.m. In the morning. What we do, we learn skill sets to be in a relationship, to be in a relationship, and we pray for our future spouses and pray that God manifests them. So listen to me, y'all. I knew this was gonna happen. I just didn't know when. But we gonna do the second. We gonna do part 2 tomorrow, because y'all know we gotta go through the whole video. Because Kim popped that behind like this right here, y'all. It was every time she popped, like, yes, slap that behind, slap it hard, okay? Because this is what happens when you won't shut your mouth. Do you want to say the brother got a big mouth? Now everybody that knows you guys know the disgusting thing that you suggested to your wife. And y'all, that didn't have to be. But he didn't want to be quiet. So now we know. And now it confirms what B Nation was thinking all along. You're a little back crazy. Something just ain't something ain't right up there. If you thought that was a good idea. So y'all, we're gonna finish listening to Kim tomorrow at 8 p.m. Tomorrow Eastern time. I think that wherever y'all are, where you're in the different countries and stuff, y'all put your time together. We gonna finish it, because that I'm gonna tell you, that live blessed my soul. I was like, yes, Kim, yes. And everything she said, I was telling y'all before she came out. Why? I was married once. I know married people are messy, and I know how married people do. And that's why I say to y'all, let me tell y'all, let me give y'all some of the best advice I'm going to be able to give y'all. When you get married, when you get married, and you and your partner, you got a good partner, keep people out of your business. Now, I'm just trying to help you. Be careful who you discuss your spouse with because they may not have the emotional maturity to handle their flaws. Because whatever picture you paint is the picture they're going to gather. Be very careful. This is why I tell y'all you go to a counselor, go to therapy, get you a therapist, and you go tell the therapist whatever you want to tell them. Because guess what? Because when it's done, the therapist ain't gonna look at your spouse differently, but your family and all your friends will. Be careful. Thank you guys for the birthday wishes. I really appreciate you all. Y'all, before we go, y'all know what to do. Come on now, give that video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. If you're new, welcome to B Nation. We love you. Y'all, don't forget I have 25 the 25 biblical questions before I do free. Anybody want to download the PDF? I'll make sure you guys. I'll put it on this live after we're done. I'll put it on the comments. I'll pin it. So anybody want to get that for free, you can. And so listen, I'm excited that she came out. I'm grateful that she came out. There are some things we didn't have to know, but guess what? But again, we needed to know. So boo now. If he wants to thank you, hustle, y'all. We got another subscriber, y'all. Welcome them to the B Nation family. Welcome, Work, Pray, and Hustle TV. We welcome. So y'all, we gonna finish part 2 tomorrow because I'm gonna tell you this is good. This is something good. Okay. Y'all have a good night. Yo, my Jamaican folks, y'all let me know y'all okay. All right. Y'all let me know if your family's okay and all that good stuff. Let me know y'all all right so I can put y'all on my prayer list. Tell me what you need prayer on and all that stuff. Put it in the comment section. Let me know after the live is ended. Or you can put it here. I think I can still see the live panel once this is ended. I can see. I want to keep y'all in prayer. Oh my God. Work, Pray, and Hustle TV. Your house was destroyed. Do you have family that you can live with? Do you have family that you can live with? If somebody else here from Jamaica and you can help Work, Pray, and Hustle TV, please reach out. I am in New York. Oh, you're in New York. Oh, you're in New York. Okay. So you're safe. Awesome. We are praying for you, y'all. Let's keep everybody in prayer. This is a lot. I told you this affects everybody, the U.S. and everybody. Oh yeah. Hey, wait a minute. Samuel. Wait a minute wait a minute before we go. Wait, hold it. The mastermind behind this is because he went to Kim DM and she ignored him so hot. Turn on his turn on her member. He was rushing for her before. Oh, you talking about Rum or whatever his name? Rum Ram. What y'all? What's his name? Y'all talking about Rum or whatever his name is? Ram. Natalie, thank you so much for subscribing, y'all. Let's give Natalie a big welcome, Natalie. Samuel. So you talking about Rum or Ram? He has no emotional intelligence. None of them do. I hate to say it. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be ugly, but it's just not there. It's very difficult to deal with people that lack a certain level of emotional intelligence and maturity. You really do have to be very patient with them. Y'all, who was in the was Boo in the DMs? Because I heard Kim say something about that. See, that's why we gotta listen to part 2. Who was in the DMs? The Rum or the Boo or both of them? Oh, your kids are being rehomed. What does that mean? Hey, no, Corey, that's not, what do you mean rehome? Rehome with family members? Or they in the, or your kids are in the system? Because I need to know how to pray about this. Are they with family, Sam? Hustle TV? He is having divorce remorse. That's exactly what happened. That is what the home was destroyed. So I have to send them somewhere else. Okay, somewhere else with family. Okay, perfect, perfect. Ooh, Lord, I felt my chest getting. Okay, great. They're with family. Okay, perfect. We're gonna most definitely gonna be praying for you. Don't forget, y'all. Kim is doing some donations or whatever. Oh, yes, the room ram was in her DM. See, yeah, but I thought he was married. Yeah, Hustle TV. Kim is doing a donation, whatever, asking to donate because we can't trust everybody. So Kim is doing some donation things. Please go over there if you need some help from there. And people are donating to, I think, Red Cross and some other places that are safe, and that kind of stuff. Yeah, but I thought Rum Ram was married. Is he not married? I thought he claimed he was married. So why is he in somebody's DMs? And then Boo gonna tell me, we should be friends. Ooh, Lord have mercy. How in the world you gonna be friends with somebody you that was just talking about you like a dog 9 months ago? If he ain't, when I tell you, if he ain't special, see, you see, and I think I heard Rodney say that he was married, but he ain't never seen no wife or something. Boy, I tell you, see, y'all, common sense go common sense will take you a long way. Wisdom will take you a long way. Hustle TV, I'm going to keep you and your family in prayer, most definitely, and just keep us updated with your situation. I'm so glad that you're in New York. I'm so glad you're with family. Uh, we just don't believe that God is going to provide, right? Because let me just be honest with you, everywhere in this world is having hard times because of our current president. Let me just yeah, baby. Listen. He making it hard. Melissa hit y'all right, but things are things are going to things are going to get tight for everybody in the world, and we need to use wisdom. Correct. It's a whole hurricane going on, and the only thing he want to talk about, Kim, talk about, here you go, y'all. Y'all, here you go. Talk about, y'all hear it? And it's a whole hurricane about to destroy Jamaica, where he's from, and he can't take a minute to care about somebody else. Correct. Household TV, absolutely, absolutely. We're gonna be praying for you here on this channel. Y'all, let's keep our subscribers in prayer. A lot of people in Jamaica, and let's try, um, our best to direct them to some places where they can get some help. I'm looking to see where some places that you all can get some help that's legitimate. You do not want people, don't be just giving things to people and donation. You got to make sure these things are legit and give them the directive and how to go about it. Okay, Rum Ram. Okay, Romeich is perverted. He used to harass older women at parties in Jamaica. at a young age, and the older women give him a rasp in his do. See, you see what I'm saying? Well, I can tell something going on with Rum Ram if he because I can tell he can't properly, how do I want to say this? He doesn't have the critical thinking skills. So I watch him and I listen to him. The critical thinking skills are just not there. Yeah, so I'm gonna try to find some places that where you can get help. Let me just do my research, um, to see, what I can put under this channel and then pin it to see where y'all can get help and that kind of stuff. This is devastating. It's just a lot, and I do apologize for the Americans that were there, because they acting like they was inconvenient. Y'all, let me tell you one thing. Y'all excuse us sometimes as Americans. It doesn't matter white, black, Hispanic. That doesn't matter. We technically we have no clue for to some degree what people go through in other countries because we are so entitled here, right? We think that everything is, we think the world is America. So we lack a certain level of understanding about the world in general. And so we think we can just go to other countries and just worry about customer service when a whole hurricane about to come through and tear up the whole place. Okay, so please, on behalf of me, please forgive um, any Americans that was there that came off entitled. Okay. It- yeah, I don't know what's going on. He is. I listened to him today, y'all. I went to his channel. I said, okay, so something is just not quite right there. He couldn't even. He had issues with Kim saying about the son, right? That he asked the son to use his sperm, but he had no problem with none of the stuff that he said about him and the damaging stuff that Boo has said. Somehow, they can say all that stuff, but Kim shouldn't have said that. Well, Boo should have kept his big mouth shut. Now y'all want to do an interview. She didn't do no interview. She came on her channel and she did it. Correct. They do have selective outrage. I mean, it is the most not it's nonsense. I've never seen anything like it. Right. Now, listen. He's 72 years old. I prefer he be with his sister. I mean, he needs to be right in there with her. Let him be with family. So I ought to give him some wisdom. But now he talking about now, y'all check this out. He talking about Kim family, but then allegedly he done fell out with his sister that they was living with originally. She had to change the locks and got rid of him. But now yet he was talking about her family. You see? You see what I'm saying? He want to talk about Kim, but Kim, that's Rum Ram issue. Rum Ram, whatever his name is, he mad because Kim wouldn't Kim wouldn't give him no play. That's all that is. And then Boo tell me let's be friends. Child, please. That boy want to have sex with your wife. Stop being silly. Why would you want to be friends with somebody that was in your wife DMs or ex-wife DMs? Well, Coy, he said on his interview that he gave his life to the Lord back in some time. He just have not lived for the Lord. That's what has happened. He just think he can just do whatever he want to do. I know. I listen. I know a lot of Christians do that. That is listen. That is no judgment on my end. A lot of Christians don't live. Don't try to live their best for the Lord. That is just a fact. That's just the way it is. It's no judgment here. I've got to work out my own soul salvation. I try my best to get up in the morning to please the Lord. Okay? That's me. No judgment here. And that's what I'm saying. Why trying to get Kim to do a mortgage? Why don't you do it? Every house he got to be in somebody else's name. You know why? Because I think he has a background. I think he has I think he has a record, and he need to be careful. They talking about ICE. I found out he got a record and put him in a shelter and ship his behind back to Jamaica. You know, these days of time they're not listening to the courts. Correct. He does not have a relationship with the Lord because Kim said when they went to counseling and the pastor told him what he needed to do, it wasn't received well. It wasn't received well. Boo just doesn't know what he's doing. And my heart, listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. He's 72 years old. A part of my heart goes out to him, but I think he needs to. At this point, he really needs to relax. Go find him a girlfriend. Don't get married again, and go sit on the beach and have a Pepsi, and leave Kim and hers alone. Y'all, I'll see y'all tomorrow at 8 p.m. sharp. We starting sharp, y'all. We're gonna jump right into it. Y'all have a great night. Thank y'all for joining me. Y'all know I love talking to y'all. Y'all have a good one. Y'all be safe. And I'm gonna try to find out some information that can be helpful for those that are in Jamaica to see if we can get some type of assistance. Okay. Y'all have a great one, and we will see you all tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Guys, if you're up early in the morning, remember, prayer is at 8 a.m. We go with skill set, boom, and then we go into prayer. Now, I do have an early morning, so I'm going to pre-record it early in the morning. Then I'm just going to set it for a premiere for it to come on at 8 p.m. So y'all join me. I love y'all. Be safe. Take care of one another. Look out for one another. And I'll see y'all tomorrow at 8 p.m. Bye, y'all.